Hello, how are you? Hope you're having a wonderful pre-Thanksgiving week and that you are doing something soothing and meditative with your knitting that is helping you to stay calm and focused for the holiday season. I just am feeling a lot the need for neutrals and calming, soothing, clean neutrals. This is an old sweater that I'm pairing with like a linen dress. I knit this probably, I don't know, 3 to 5 years ago, and I just took it. It just felt so good to take out of the closet today, and it just felt really like the mood that I'm in. And wanted to share with you also, I have a free new pattern, a new object, my first pattern, and I love it. And it's seamless, circular. It's really fun. It was a super fun, super quick. I did this in an afternoon. It can be fully customizable. You can make it, you could just double the number of stitches that you cast on, and you can have this be twice or 3 times. You can make it 3 times the size of this, and you can also just continue knitting for as long as you like, as deep a bucket as you would like. And I felted it, so it's like really, really dense. And this is a prototype. So this is the second bag I've knitted like this, but now I feel like I have it down. So follow me on Instagram. I'm Life with Fife, Life with a Y and Fife with a Y. Fyfe, Lyfe, Fyfe, Life with Fife on Instagram, and that's also my website. And if you contact me, if you give me, if you send me a message or let me know, I will send you a copy of this pattern. It's super easy. You can get it done. If you want to make one this size, you can do it in a day. I mean, I did it yesterday. I did it in a couple of hours. And if you wanted to make it bigger, you can finish it in a few days. It's super, just like a really meditative knit that is, I'll tell you the basics of it. You start with a mitered square, and you do it's like a short row technique, which is super easy. I mean, it couldn't be any easier. You do a short row thing, and then you kind of pick up stitches around the square once the square is completed, and then you just knit in the round, and you just do that for as long, and it creates like a bucket, creates like a square bottom with a kind of like bucket shape, so it has that square bottom, and you can make the strap longer, right? You can, there's no seams. It's really kind of, especially after it's felted, it's super sturdy. It could be a great little project bag. I'm going to wear it though as an actual bag. I'm going to make another one. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, and I'm just so into it. I'm so excited about my first project, my first pattern. I'm so excited to, it's so inspiring to see. I had admired this woman's bag. I was out to dinner with my husband a few weeks ago, and there was a woman who came in, and she was very well dressed, and she had beautiful clothes on, and she had this gorgeous knit bag, and I was like, oh my God, and she told me about a very expensive designer that she bought it from, and I was like, I can make that. I can do some version of that. And that's pretty much what I did. I was inspired by that design, and then I just made my own version of it. Hers is a little bit different, so I don't want to say I copied the design, but I essentially just took the idea and ran with it. And I love this idea of soothing knits. I really, really do. It's such crazy, hectic, everybody's feeling so hectic, and I'm just making it my absolute goal this holiday season to stay calm, stay present, be present for everybody. We're picking up our daughter from college tonight for the Thanksgiving weekend, and I cannot wait to see her. I've missed her so much. We didn't get to see her for college, back parents weekend, because they canceled it due to COVID. And I haven't seen her in since September. So I'm just really, really looking forward to seeing my baby girl, and having a quiet family. We're getting our turkey from the farm. I have to go pick that up actually today. And we're just going to have we love to cook and we love good food, and we're going to have a delicious meal. I'm making some scalloped potatoes, some really delicious scalloped potatoes, and lots of vegetables, lots of cranberry sauce and stuffing and turkey and gravy. And it's just going to be a cozy, warm gathering, and we can just all spend time together. And there's nowhere to go. There's no gifts to get, no pressure of the coming months. So I love Thanksgiving for that reason. It's just I love food, and it's all about the food, and it's all about the togetherness, and all about, just the gratitude, right? Feeling gratitude for all the good things that we have. And no matter who we are, we have so much, even if it's just to be grateful for a bag, but we all have probably so much more to be grateful for. There's always good coming into our lives, along with the bad comes the good. And it's always nice to take time to sink into a feeling of gratitude. It's more of, it's not, the attitude of gratitude, right? But it's really a mindset, right? It's really just a choice. You can always look at something in a different way. And if you look back, not to get too philosophical, but if you look back on your life, when I look back on my life, there's been a lot of things that have happened that were really hard to get through at the moment that I was getting through them. But it was through those hard times that, I was transformed. I became someone different. I became someone better, because I was forced to figure my way out of a problem or develop new skills in order to survive a problem. And so, it's really hard to keep that mindset. But when we have our challenges, it's important to remember that I believe our lives are always working out towards something better for our, not necessarily success by way of the world, but we are becoming kinder, we're becoming more compassionate, we're becoming, even if that just means more compassionate to ourselves, more compassionate to others. It's just interesting how perspective changes, right? If you have, think about how you viewed friendships when you were younger, and how you view them today, and how you hopefully have more compassion and understanding for friends and their shortcomings, and your family and their shortcomings, and ourselves and our shortcomings, because we are all just human beings trying to do our best. So there's my little gratitude speech. And I'm really enjoying, this whole idea of like meditative knits and doing something soothing and easy. That is, there's something to be said for really complicated knitting, right? For really complex color work. It's so beautiful. It's so elaborate. It's so intricate. And it's gorgeous. And it's amazing. But there's also something to be said for like soothing neutrals, for calming colors, for knits that bring us into a calmer state of mind. And I have just come out of some real color work stuff, and I haven't had luck with my second Birkin. I had to rip it back. Didn't fit. And it was a gauge, it was user error. I didn't properly gauge. So lesson, you must gauging is not just, especially in one piece sweaters, it's really important to know your gauge, because you don't want to come to the end and then not be able to wear it. It's just really so disappointing. And the yarn that I used is very sticky, and so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to undo it. I'm really upset. I'm really, really upset. But I will figure it out. I will figure it out. Sorry to be fiddling with my hair. It's just weird to be looking at yourself. So this is what I'm working on. I'm working on these patterns. I'm inspired by someone named Lauren Manoogian, who has beautiful, beautiful neutrals, dark grays, dark browns, she doesn't have dark navy, but I love dark navy as well. And I'm going to be getting, I have an order coming of Plötulopi that I ordered from Schoolhouse Press, which is where I would recommend you getting your Plötulopi from. They're a great organization. They have amazing customer service, and they are part of Elizabeth Zimmerman's legacy. And it's Meg Swanson and her brother, Cully Swanson, and they're just an amazing. Every time I've ordered from them, I'm happy, and every time I have a question about something I'm knitting, they've been helpful. So I really recommend that company. I think that they're a great local. I think they're based in Wisconsin, and they have Plötulopi. So I'm getting an order of some dark, like it's like a dark caramel Plötulopi, and then I'm getting some lighter, creamier color shades. And I think I'm going to knit. A long kind of. I'm going to knit a raglan sweater, longish, and I'm going to think about how, based on how that comes out, I'm going to think about knitting a dress. I'm going to maybe knit something really, in a neutral, as a long neutral, and then I was thinking. Maybe I'm crazy to think this. Has anyone made pants? Has anyone knit pants? I have a pattern for stockings, which I imagine if you can make the waist, then you can just, make two, you can make a pair of pants. So I'm excited about that. I think that could be really fun. I have these like fantasies of just being all in neutrals, layers of neutrals, and then I was thinking about making a really heavy, thick sweater coat, to put over everything. So I'm just feeling the neutrals right now, feeling the soothing, and everything I look at all the patterns that I'm downloading, and I'm kind of changing them to just, I don't want to have cables. I don't want to have anything that's I just want to have straight stockinette, in the round. And what was nice about my bag is that it was literally, I didn't have to do, I think I did purl. Yes, I did. I did purl back and forth. I did knit purl on the strap. That's the only time you purl. And it's completely seamless, and most of the knitting is in the round, and it's knit stitches all the way to the straps. It's just, then you'll have some purling on the straps to get you, and you could potentially even change that to garter stitch. If you didn't feel like purling, you could just make it a garter stitch strap, because you felt it. It makes it really kind of forgiving about how it would work fine with a garter stitch. And the hardest thing that's on that pattern is the Kitchener stitch, which I really, I kind of had some trouble with the Kitchener stitch. It took me a while to get to it. I've been struggling with Kitchener stitch for years, it seems, but it's such a great way to bring together live stitches for a smooth, easy join without any seam. So I was able to do it, but I'm going to work on my Kitchener stitch and see about mastering that. And then other than that, I'm just getting ready for my daughter to come home. I've done some shopping in town here in Manchester, Vermont, and I found these really cute earrings. I don't know if you can see them. They're wooden, and I got them at the local working shop in town, and they're so light and they have so many of them and they're just gorgeous. I just love them. I'll put a link down below. I don't know if you can get these online, but they are the best earrings. They're really inexpensive too, but they're beautiful. They're really beautiful, and they had all different colors and all different designs. They had geometric designs. They had, I love buying jewelry from local. This is from Ink and Alloy, which is another company I do like to use. I do like their stuff. But I love to buy jewelry from local artisans and, you know, local artists. It's really, really fun. And in Vermont, there's so many people who are doing interesting things and fun things. So yeah, that's kind of, I think I'm out of stuff. I wanted to really just bring you up to date. I'm excited about my free pattern. It really should be, I guess, a test knit, because I haven't, you know, tested it. But if anyone wants to test knit it, you're welcome. Email me, follow me on Instagram, Life with Fife, LYFE, FYFE. I'm on Instagram under Life with Fife. And you can reach out to me there, and I can, you know, send you a copy. So if you want to knit this, I did this in a really inexpensive Knit Picks yarn. Any worsted weight wool, it has to be not superwash. It has to be an actual wool that's not treated, because you do felt it too. Because the thing is, when you're knitting with wool and you're making a bag, it can, you know, usually they use linen or something like that, but if you felt it really well, it gives it a lot more strength and sturdiness. And this, I think, would be really nice as like kind of like a messenger bag, you know, or what is that, not a messenger bag, but like a crossbody bag. I think it would be nice a little bit longer, and a crossbody bag. There's so many possibilities with it. It's really just a fun little pattern with lots of, you can make it as big as you like, as small as you like. It would be a really cute little tiny bag too. Quick knit, easy knit, and yeah, so hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving. Hope you have wonderful turkey and have a great time with whomever you choose to spend our precious time with. And sending you love and gratitude. Bye now.